A man who spent many years behind bars in solitary confinement speaking out tonight about how it's not too late for teens to get on the right path. Jeff Wallace is a board member of the Safer Foundation. That is a nonprofit organization with a vision to provide equal employment opportunities for people with criminal records. He helps kids who have made similar mistakes that he did. He knows what works and what doesn't when it comes to diverting teens from crime. And in fact, he says while he was in confinement one day, he woke up, and that's when he decided right then and there to turn things around. Breaking news reporters Ryan Risky and Linda Cook continue our coverage tonight of juvenile crime by talking one-on-one with Wallace about his past.
Jeff Wallace calls himself a returning citizen rather than a convict. He was on probation before he was 13. Wallace was arrested for robbery, burglary, and assault, as well as escaping out of a juvenile facility. That sent him to the Iowa State Penitentiary in Fort Madison for 4 years. Some of those years in solitary confinement, and at one point, toilet water from the cell above leaked onto him. It was a wake-up call for Wallace.
When I was in that cell, and I was in solitary confinement, and I was thinking that everything, I was in there so long, and I remember after a few years of being in there that I was thinking that maybe all that stuff was made up. My mind started trying to play tricks on me, and so I snapped out of it, and I said, you know, there's something that's got to give, you know, because I can't continue to go down this path, and I can't continue to do these destructive things that are landing me in longer into solitary confinement.
He says he learned a lot from his fellow inmates, some of whom were serving life sentences.
We would play chess, right? And how through the chess games, I would learn later on that what he was actually doing was teaching me so many fundamentals of life.
He looks at what happened during his youth as an opportunity, and it's the same for other kids today.
I think of the word crisis, right? But I also believe that a crisis is just a gift-wrapped opportunity. So I start thinking, what's going on here and what opportunities do we have to intervene? It is alarming. So what makes me really think about this is what's out there and what's available. Because a lot of times this isn't the kid's first offense.
Reporting for Local 4 News, I'm Ryan Risky.
Tomorrow, we hope you join us. We'll have more about Jeff's work with the Safer Foundation and how a connection from his past helped him start a program within that nonprofit. So you can